On today's show, Bahamian okra soup. How about that? Yeah, wait, okra soup? That should be from the low country, the southern low country of the U.S. A great Gullah recipe. That is true. But there's a direct relationship between the Bahamas and the low country. During the Revolutionary War, there were loyalists, those who were loyal to the crown of England, and then there were the Patriots. Obviously, the Patriots won. The Loyalists said, maybe we're not we're not too wanted here. King of England gave them or granted them rights to the Bahamas. One of the families that moved in now were the Malones from the Charleston area. They went down to Elbow Key, where Hopetown is now located, the nice candy stripe lighthouse down there. And they also took, obviously, their cuisine with them. And then over the years, it was modified. But at the same time, some of those roots remained. Welcome to Gourmet Fishing. I'm your host, David Murray. After that short little abbreviated, maybe stretched a little history, hey, we've got everything we need, so let's go ahead and get started on our Bahamian okra soup right now. Let's go ahead and get started on our Bahamian okra soup. We got everything. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then a little 10, 11 back over there in the corner. Those ingredients are right here. We got a ham bone that is from our Thanksgiving ham that we had along with our turkey and everything else. And it's got a good chunk of meat on there. We kind of want that, so as we cook that down, that meat's going to kind of break away. We've got a couple of cans, small cans, 14.5 ounces, something like that, of chopped tomatoes. We've got right here, we've got 1 3/4 pounds. I think it's 1 pound, 12 ounces, something like that, of chopped okra. Here we've got a medium size sweet onion. We've got that chopped up right here. We've got 2 tablespoons of rice, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. We've got about a teaspoon and a half or so of fresh thyme. Then right here we've got a quart of water and a quart of chicken stock or chicken broth. And then back, like I said, back over here we've got some salt and pepper we're going to add in there to taste as we get along. So the first step we're going to do is get our ham bone into our pot like so, and that is a little wet, no problem. Got goodness all over it. Okay, next add our water just like so, and then finally we're going to add our chicken stock, chicken broth, just like that. 1.5 hours. We're gonna bring this up to a boil. We're gonna keep it covered and we're gonna cook that thing down on a good kind of a rolling simmer for about 1.5 hours until all those flavors have come out of that ham bone and some of that ham's kind of broken off, and then we're gonna be ready to make our way to the rest of our little ingredients. Oh yeah, but you know what? 1.5 hours. I don't have too much patience sometimes, but that's how you would do it with just a pot on the stove. Now we're going to come over here and we're going to break out the pressure cooker and cut that that cooking time probably to about 45 minutes. We're going to be able to cook that because it's under pressure at a higher temperature. It's going to be up above 225, the boiling point of water. So I tell you what we're going to do now. I'm going to put my little weight on there, and let's see. We're going to attempt to not make too much of a mess. Just like that. Grab our ham bone. Voila, just like that. Bingo. Okay, you are going to go over here, and now I have to wash a perfectly clean pot. No big deal. But I am going to come in here, and I'm going to add a little bit of salt. That's a couple of teaspoons, maybe, just like that. And we will be seasoning as we go on, as we continue to do our cooking. Come in here with a couple of nice pinches. You know what? Dump that whole thing of pepper in there. Heck yeah. That's probably 2, maybe 3 teaspoons. We're going to come in here. We're going to fire the sucker up on high. Come in. We're going to lock our up on top of our pressure cooker. We're gonna get this thing up to where it start making noises and dancing around this little thing right here. And then we're gonna cook that down for about 45 minutes. Yes, oh, cannot wait. By that unique noise we got going on right here, we are under pressure. We are doing all kind of things to that ham bone and that meat, and we're bringing all those flavors into our broth or stock and our water. And I tell you what, I'd say we've got about 30 more minutes, 40 minutes, and then we're gonna be able to move on to finishing up our Bahamian okra soup. We've been cooking our ham bone down for about 45 minutes. All those flavors should be just kind of sort of imparted throughout our stock for our Bahamian okra soup. Now I have depressurized the pot, so we're good to open it up. But please understand that you can hurt yourself if you don't fully understand how to use one of these things. Because like I said, it is under pressure. It can explode, but for the most part they got them safer than they used to 30, 40 years ago. So I tell you what, we're gonna unlock this, open it up, and let's see what we have there. Oh my, look at there. Yes sirree, got a fork. How we doing? Oh man, yes sir. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna come in, we're just gonna break up some of that meat, get some of that meat off of this bone, just like that. Oh man, yes sirree. Wow, check that out. Just kind of comes out, just kind of shreds right off. Yep, so we're gonna come in here and break this up. Try to get as much out of there as we possibly can. We'll come in here with a second fork, and we're just gonna get what we can off of there. Oh yes, sirree, look at that. Oh yum, that's gonna be perfect in here. Yeah, just kind of shredding it up with two forks, kind of like you would a Boston butt that comes off the grill. Yes sirree. What do we got over here? Anything good? What do we have? You want to grab that? Heck yeah. Voila. All right, I tell you what, we're gonna remove the bone. I hope not making any splashes. I'm gonna take a look at it, see if we need to get any other meat. There's a little bit right there. Just kind of knock that down. I don't know if it's gonna come. That's enough, yeah. For the most part, we've done well of getting everything off of that bone. I tell you, I'm just gonna take it, I'm gonna move you out of the way. Just like so. And I tell you what, let's see, we might want to try to get a little bit more of that fat out of there. Just a little bit, not a lot, you know, because that still has some good flavor in it, but we don't want it to be too overpowering. So, well, that one, I dropped him. There we are. That's good enough, what the heck. But anyway, check that out. Do I have a spoon? You know what, give me this thing. Let's see what we got here. Oh man, check all that meat out. Heck yeah. Tell you what, I'm going to give it a little bit of a taste. Hopefully I won't burn myself. Let's see. Oh my. We are on our way. That's delicious. Heck yeah. Now, if this was one of my recipes that I came up with or modified, I'm not going to do that. I would add a little bit of sugar to that because we've got these tomatoes and we've got that tomato paste, but you know what? I'm going to let it roll as the original kind of has it laid out. But right now, we're going to come in here. I am going to bring this up on a high because we're going to cool everything down with all of our ingredients right here. So we got about 1.5 pounds of okra. It goes in there. We got about a can and a half of our tomatoes. Yes, sirree, that's going in just like that. Oh man. Heck yeah, easy, not too loud. Now we got our onion that we got chopped up. That's going in just like so. Then we've got a couple of tablespoons of rice, which that's a new one on me. I've noticed that or seen that before. And then we come in with our thyme, and finally we're going to come in here with our tomato paste, just like so. That, put some over here. I don't know why I'm doing it that way. It really doesn't make any sense in my head. But anyway, there we are. So, here. Oh man, wow, check that out. Off you go. And I tell you, let's go ahead and give this a good little mix. Just like that. Oh wow. Man, check that out. That is gonna be El Delicio. Heck yeah. So, tell you what, now we're gonna come back and if we were doing this in our regular pot, we would cook it down for probably another hour, bring it up to that boil, kind of sort of lightly cover it, or not completely cover it, but just kind of put your cover on top, move over to the side so some of that steam can escape, and I would cook it for probably another hour on kind of a rolling simmer. But again, I'm a little impatient. We're gonna come back, lock that down. Here's my weight back here. We're gonna bring this up to that boil, up to the point to where it's steaming, and we're gonna cook that for probably another, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, and then we will be good to plate that up in a bowl and give it a taste. Oh yeah. 15 minutes or so has passed. I have depressurized our cooker. I think we're good to go. Let's take a look. Let's see here. Yep, unlocked. Okay, make sure it's not gonna blow up. Oh my, check that out. Yum. Heck yeah, I tell you what, let's grab this thing, let's take a look. Oh wow, man, I tell you what, if that doesn't look like good old okra soup, I'm not quite sure what does. Wow, look at that. Oh man, that's a big chunk of meat right there. Oh wow, that's looking delicious. I tell you what, let's take a taste. What do with you? Put you back here. Let's see what we got here. Man, that sucker's hot too. Hopefully we won't burn ourselves. I just want to get a little bit of the broth, just like that. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see what we got. Man, that is pretty daggone good. Oh wow, heck yeah, man, I can't wait to get some of that here in a second. Wow, I tell you what, how are we gonna plate this thing? Well, we got a bowl, we got a spoon to serve it with, and we got ourselves a ladle, and that's all we need. We're gonna come in here and we're just gonna come in. You know what, I tell you what, that ladle, I think, might be a little small, so I think I'm gonna come back with my spoon right here. Heck yeah, that's oh yeah, that's much better. Get that in there. One thing real quick while I'm doing this about the pressure cooker, you got to be a little careful with these what I call soft vegetables, like white beans or butter beans, or right here what we have here, this okra. You can overcook that and it almost turns into mush and would kind of disappear. So you got to be careful with how long you cook your okra soup or your butter beans or white beans, stuff like that. Because I know with the butter beans and white beans, you cook them too long, the only thing you're left with are the little outer shells of the bean. Everything else just kind of disperses throughout, almost makes a good gravy. But anyway, I go back to this. But man, check that out right there. Oh wow, there you go, right there, our Bahamian okra soup. Okra soup, right? Bahamian okra soup. How about right down here? Check out my Charleston okra soup I did with a ham bone. Usually we use beef for our low country styled okra soup. But I tell you what, man, right here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help. And until next time, God bless, and we'll see you soon.